Welcome, and thanks for tuning in. This is Chris again, and this is the second of hopefully a series of short instructional videos demonstrating how I use Obsidian to manage a Rolemaster game. Let's see if between these two videos I can break 7 viewers of my first video. I do have a correction to make for my first video. I misstated that Obsidian was an open source program. It is not. It is a closed source program, but it is free and supports community development of the program through plugins. And there are quite a few coders that write plugins for this program, making it usable for fantasy role-playing games. In this second video, I'll again be using the Initiative Tracker plugin created by Jeremy Valentine. In my earlier video, I showed how to modify the plugin to use Rolemaster's 2d10 initiative system. In this video, I'll show you how to create a default party and how to add a Rolemaster design character to the party. This allows you to quickly create an encounter by having the character party automatically load when an encounter starts. After this, the next video will show you how to add creatures to the initiative tracker with the Rolemaster characteristics. So, like the last time, I'm starting this video with the presumption that you have installed the Initiative Tracker plugin. So, to create a party, what you will do is go over into Settings. You will scroll down to the Initiative Tracker. And in here, you will go down to Players. You must add some players before you can create the party. So, I've expanded the Players category. I have some players from my various games. I'm going to go over here to the plus sign, add the player. I click on that. Now, link to note. I'm not going to worry about right now. If you have a link in your Obsidian file, that could be like the stat block for the character, you can put that link in for here. However, since the stat blocks do not line up with the Rolemaster system, we'll leave that blank. You will need a name, so this is Fighter A, very generic fighter. And you need a level. You can use the Rolemaster level. All this does is it's used to calculate encounter difficulty, but it's calculating it based on 5e and not Rolemaster, so this really is not a necessity. Maximum hit points. This is where you will enter the concussion hits from Rolemaster. They serve the same function as hit points, and even though it will be listed as hit points, these are the concussion points. I'll just put 40 in there as a good first, second level fighter. For armor class, you would be using armor type. So this just takes a straight number. It's not used in any calculations. It's a reminder for you of what the armor in this case type will be. And so I am just going to put a 1 in there for armor type 1. This fighter for some reason has no armor on him. The initiative modifier. If you recall in the last video, when you changed the initiative, there was the number plus percentage, MOD percentage, and I mentioned I would address that later, and this is where this comes in. This will be the modifier that the program uses when you roll for initiative between all the characters, and this is where the source is for that mod. Since all Rolemaster characters and creatures use quickness for a modifier, all you need to do is type in the quickness modifier. In other words, this fighter has a quickness modifier of plus 15, so I type a 15 in there. The leaflet marker you don't have to worry about, that's for a different usage. We do that, and if you look here, you see Fighter A with 40 concussion points, an armor type of 1, and an initiative modifier of 15. So I've created my fighter. You could do this and add other characters into the party. up to as many as you want. Now we're going to scroll down to, I'm going to just close that out. We're going to scroll down to parties. I have a couple parties that have already been made. My heroes, a Rolemaster game I'm running, and then a current 5e party which has some NPCs included in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new party. Click here. The name of the party is my Rolemaster video party. And I am going to add a player. I'm looking for my test fighter. And I have added him to the party. You see he shows up right here. And now I can close this, and you'll see that I now have my Rolemaster video party, and it has the character of A in there. And now I can just close this off. Now to take you a little bit farther, and I will do more on this next time, because all we wanted to do right now is create a party and enter a Rolemaster character. And eventually what you'll see is in the initiative tracker, I'll be able to go down here, switch parties, pull in my Rolemaster video party, and these are some creatures that I had added before, and you notice that Fighter A is in boldface because he is the party fighting these creatures right here. So that's how it works. That's how you create a party and a character, and you modify it so it has the Rolemaster information for it. I do again want to give thanks out to Joshua Plunkett and his fantastic videos introducing the D&D community to Obsidian, and Jeremy Valentine, who has developed many of the plugins, included this plugin that I use today. So that's all I needed to do today, and we are all good. So thanks.